All right, today I'd like to cover an excerpt from the Liftoff seminar, which was postponed until January, so you still have a chance to get in on that. In a real quick video, I'm going to talk about one particular part, a very small part, but an important part, the transfer of the weight from the liftoff man to the lifter. So the liftoff man lifts it up, cranes it out, and then sets it onto the lifter, where the lifter takes full responsibility at that time. It's shared before then, but the liftoff man has to give his portion over to the lifter and then get the hell out of the way. The most important thing about that transfer of the weight from both to just one, from liftoff man to the lifter, is that it happens smoothly. Now, I understand people think they understand this. I'm going to make it crystal clear in case you don't. In case you didn't really understand it and you thought maybe you did, I'm going to make it crystal clear. So the idea that I want you to come away with is this. As a liftoff person, what I want to do is I want to give that weight to my lifter smoothly and evenly. You don't want any surprises. You certainly don't want to take it out and just drop it on him. And that happens quite a bit. And I've even seen that be sort of a machismo thing where, here you go, just throw it on somebody. And that doesn't work for max efforts and for best PRs and breaking records. So what we need to do as liftoff people is we need to take responsibility for how smoothly that load is transferred onto the arms of our lifter. And to demonstrate that, I'm going to have Kim hold her hand out, and I'm going to give her this 5-pound weight. And if I set it on her, and I don't let it happen smoothly and slowly, she'll have a difficult time staying stable. Now stay very stable. Ready? Stay real stable. Even when she tried to lock up and stay stable, when I just give the weight to her, it's hard. But if I take these 5 pounds and I put it on her, in this case palm, but you take hundreds of pounds and put it on your lifter, and then I'm going to give her this 5-pound plate 1 pound at a time. And the last pound I'll give to her, and then I'll pull away, and we'll see how stable she can be. So it's on her now, but I have most of the weight. Now I'm just going to slowly give her those pounds evenly, and it wasn't very slow, but it was slower than dropping it. So I'll do it again. I'm going to set it on her, and then I'm going to give her 1 pound at a time and pull away. And that's a big difference from this. A big difference. So she has time to stay braced and let that weight sink or settle into the bench, into her shoulders, back behind the bench. So that's the concept, is the liftoff man giving smoothly and slowly a little bit of weight at a time, maybe 10 pounds at a time, 5 pounds at a time maybe, as the liftoff man. Now it doesn't have to be painfully slow. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do that pretty quickly and still get away with not causing that. So Kim, why don't you throw that away, and then let's get on the bench, and I'm going to hand this out to you. And I think that'll give everybody a good idea of what we're trying to accomplish here. So there's a lot more that we're going to cover in the liftoff seminar about positioning and how to crane it up and all that stuff. But let's just concentrate on this one concept: the smooth delivery, setting the weight on your lifter smoothly and gradually. Say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
I pick it up. Now I've got the weight. I'm going to set it on her slowly. It's only 45 pounds. And then I get the hell out of the way, and she does her business. Let's do that again. Say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
I've got the weight now. She doesn't have it. Sink your shoulders down deep. That's it. Now I'm going to give this to you. Smooth. Now, if she's pulled up. If I pull her up too high, she can't sink her shoulders. So sink those shoulders down. I still have to have the weight. She can't take it here with a couple 100 pounds and then sink her shoulders down. That's really bad on the shoulder. So the liftoff man follows the lifter. The lifter pulls the liftoff man out. He's still got the weight. She nods or says yes. And then I slowly give it to her. And she's letting that weight sink down past her wrist, down her forearm, past her elbow, down her humerus, past the chest, and back down into the bench. Tuck that in a little bit more. Good. Now give that weight. Don't hold it in front of you here. Give it to the bench. And to do, if you don't have a good lift off like this, it's impossible to keep those shoulders down. You're always doing too much as a lifter. And I guess I should mention too, the lift off man should do a lot of work. He should really be straining to take as much of that load. When she has her hands back here behind her, that's not a good position for her to get a lot of weight. That's not good for the shoulder to try to lift up a whole bunch of weight right away and push it out of the rack. That should be the lift-off man's job. I'm getting into the seminar a little bit too much, but one more time, just to show you a smooth and gentle almost, that's a good word, a gentle transfer of load from me helping to me not helping. Say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
I pick it up, I follow her out. She says yes, and I give it to her nice and smooth. And that's that. I hope this whets your appetite maybe for attending the seminar. There'll be a lot more, including the last breath. And I guess that's it. So thank you for listening, and I hope to see you at the seminar.